UFC President Dana White's fight announcements for early 2026 sparked outrage. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight title and Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes 2 drew heavy criticism, with fans claiming neither fighter earned a spot. Social media exploded with boycott calls. The UFC is a fraud organization. Boycott it. UFC turning into the WWE. What a joke. The best no longer fighting the best, which is what made our sport the best to begin with. Gaethje's actually getting a title shot over Arman. The UFC is officially a joke. Everyone should boycott the UFC. Dana's becoming a liability. Do you think Gaethje, Pimblett, and Diego Lopes deserve a title shot? Before we get to the next news, if you love staying on top of MMA updates, hit that subscribe button. We're fans just like you, and we'll make sure you catch all the biggest stories first. Lerone expressed disappointment after being passed over despite his KO over Aaron Pico. Lerone tweeted, "Missing the opportunity to fight one of the featherweight's GOATs is what hurts me the most. It's not about who's the best anymore, it's about who's most popular." Movsar Evloev meanwhile took a calmer approach, challenging Murphy to a showdown of undefeated contenders instead of complaining publicly. Lerone Murphy, I will give you the opportunity to fight the #1 contender. Tell your people you're ready to fight me on the same card as a championship. After Evloev called for a #1 contender fought at UFC 325, Murphy responded with a cryptic post calling someone disrespectful, alongside a blurry KO photo. He tweeted, "Since the guy wants to be disrespectful, I shall share some content with you guys. Never forget." Fans identified the fighter as Evloev, implying Murphy knocked him out in sparring. Murphy even posted a before photo, captioned, "He ain't undefeated." Alexander Volkanovski's coach says he fully expected Movsar Evloev or Lerone Murphy to get the title shot. He said Murphy's KO over Pico seemed to confirm it until Diego Lopes' knockout suddenly changed everything.
We thought it was going to be either Movsar or Murphy, or the winner out of Murphy and what? Can't remember who Murphy
and
fought.
Pico, Aaron Pico.
Yes. And so we had that sort of, it was going to be out of Murphy or Pico, maybe a Movsar, but we didn't really have much hope on that. And then when Murphy had that spectacular KO, we said, yeah, it's Murphy, and all indications and everything, led to Murphy. Till Diego had his spectacular KO and everything changed.
Volk himself agrees that Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy earned the title shot, but says the UFC chose Lopes because he's a fan favorite and the matchup sells.
We thought, Lerone Murphy, December, I guess UFC, and they were waiting for Jean Silva and Lopes. Then they were saying Lopes, and we're like, obviously we just thought that guy. Is there more deserving people, whatnot? But everybody knows that I'll fight anyone, right? So whoever they put in front of me, I'll do. But then it was looking like it wasn't going to happen. But then it did happen, which was great. Again, I thought, it was a Movsar deserving, Lerone Murphy. I thought they were the two guys. They're the guys I called out. UFC really won Lopes. At least everyone knows they're in for a treat. With your Movsars and Lerones, they're probably, they're more deserving. But are they going to bring a fight like Lopes would? I think the fans are going to appreciate the fight that me and Lopes are going to have.
Sterling's blasting the UFC for Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes 2, calling it nonsense and urging fans to complain. Sterling tweeted a video with a caption, "I just want to have a better understanding on what it is we need to do at this level of the game. Not everyone is a KO artist. Not everyone likes to be loud or obnoxious to get what should be considered earned. What is the criteria? Because winning just isn't enough. Who do you guys think should have gotten the title shot? I say Movsar with Murphy as a close second."
Diego Lopes is getting the next shot again. He is being allowed to get a rematch with Volkanovski, a guy who just beat him. I'm not mad at it for Diego Lopes. If it was a close fight, I can get it. But he just fought the champ, lost to the champ in what was pretty one-sided. He gets a big win over a very, very popular dude. So I'm just trying to make it make sense in my head. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us a champion that could represent Mexico and pretty much Brazil too. In a situation like this, again, I don't knock Diego Lopes. Once again, he's leapfrogging the guy that beat him, who should have been the one to get the title shot a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago at this point. Now you have Lerone Murphy, takes a risky fight against a Bellator guy in Aaron Pico, he knocks him out. Spinning elbow, doesn't get the shot either. It's just, what is the criteria? That is all I want to know. Because we come in, we are told the best guys will fight the best guys. You eat what you kill. Well, how can you kill something if you're not given the opportunity? How can you kill something if every time the opportunity is there, it's given to someone else?
Do you agree with Aljamain? After fans and other fighters complained that he got another title shot, Diego Lopes clapped back. Lopes tweeted, "My face when I saw everyone crying, sitting around, he won't give you a title fight. Get to work and stop whining on social media." Arman Tsarukyan says he earned the next title shot after smashing Dan Hooker, but the UFC's sudden booking of Gaethje versus Petty left him confused. Petty mocked him by tweeting, "You like apples, Arman?" While Arman tweeted, "Make it make sense." With Ilia taking time off, Arman now fears he may go the entire year without a title fight despite being the most qualified contender in the division. Paddy Pimblett says 2026 will be his biggest year ever. He plans to win the interim belt, beat Ilia Topuria to make it undisputed, and then defend against Arman Tsarukyan.
First ever time I'm going to fought in January, the earliest I've ever fought. It's going to ruin my Christmas dinner and my birthday because I'm 31 like 3 weeks before it. But it's all going to be worth it when I lift that real title above my head. And Paddy the Baddie is a world champion. And 2026 is going to be the biggest year of my life. I am coming for that interim title. Then I'll be making it the undisputed title when I come and beat Ilia Topuria up and take the undisputed title. And then little posh boy, if he manages to fight in that time, because he likes sitting out and saying he's got a sore back, if little posh boy fights in that time and keeps his ranking, I'll punch his head in as well.
Dana White confirmed the winner of Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett will fight Ilia Topuria next for the undisputed lightweight title.
Obviously, you just saw Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. Earlier, Topuria posted, "I'm dealing with some personal problems, so I'm not gonna fight the first quarter." So the winner of Gaethje versus Paddy will be the interim title, and then they will face Topuria.
TJ Dillashaw believes Ilia is avoiding Arman Tsarukyan. He says Ilia is extremely skilled but sees Arman as a real threat. Bigger, stronger, clean boxing, and elite grappling.
I do think Ilia Topuria is the highest skilled fighter in the UFC right now, but I do think he is threatened by Arman. Arman's big, he's strong, he's great at the weight class, his boxing is clean, great grappling. It's a tough fight for him to where he can go to 70s, maybe he doesn't get the win. It doesn't make sense to me. The only fight for Ilia Topuria right now is Arman.
Khamzat Chimaev responded to Nassourdine Imavov and confirmed he won't return until after Ramadan due to injury. Imavov tweeted, "Had a good conversation with the UFC. I told them title shot only. If we have to wait, we'll wait. No distractions, no detours. Great things require great preparation. Make no mistake, I'll be ready." Khamzat responded by tweeting, "See you after Ramadan, Imavov. You have time working on your wrestling, bratishka." Ilia Topuria revealed that the UFC created the interim title because he's going through a difficult moment in his personal life. Topuria tweeted, "I won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve the situation as soon as possible. I don't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make the matchups needed, and as soon as the matters are resolved, I'll let the UFC know I'm ready to begin my return." Max Holloway publicly supported Ilia Topuria's decisions to step away from UFC due to his divorce and focus on his children. Holloway tweeted, "Sorry to hear, champ. If it's what I'm hearing it is, I know the struggle firsthand trying to fight while protecting your kids. Hope all goes well." The champ responded tweeting, "Thanks for the support, brother. All the best for you and your family." Jon Jones reignited his long-standing feud with Daniel Cormier over Thanksgiving. After Cormier questioned why Jones wasn't with family, Jones posted a holiday message with a jab at his rival. "Imagine the man getting his ass kicked, and years later he's still pondering how I spend my holidays. Brother, that's not a concern. That's a long-term rental, utilities included."
My love, I own a rent-free mansion in your head for the rest of your life. I want to take the time out to say a happy Thanksgiving to the people who are not with their friends and family today. Happy Thanksgiving. And if no one tells you that they love you, I love you. Have a blessed day.
Do you think the feud between DC and Jones has been reignited? That wraps up the biggest stories in the world of MMA. Which one caught your attention the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to catch the latest news, hit that subscribe button and join the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.